Skelly Field, H.A. Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
Here we go. Hey, kill it, kill it. 496,
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on second down.
Kill. 949, rock star. 949. Ready.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bostic. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The give on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The run inside. It's Washington. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll give it to Washington.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sheffield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. The Aztecs have pushed it inside the 20. The give on the counter. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. And the Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Aztecs. Put 6 on the board.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tulsa's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jones. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming.
Stay.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Might as well stick with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Rides to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to Washington. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
Here we go. Ready.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've been aggressive on fourth down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive. Down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air, it's Hayes. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his man. It's Washington. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Bostic. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Callaway. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field is Hayes. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got a man, it's Callaway. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Find some pressure. Maybe some room here. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And the defenses have dominated this football game until now. Finally, the big explosive play comes, and it comes through the running back. Nice job blocking up front. He finally got a hole, Palmer, that he could run through, and he does the rest.
Yeah, the defense had been playing so well up to that point, but not everybody in their gap, not everybody taking the right angles, and he was able to take advantage of it. It's been a rare mental breakdown for this defense. And now next time they take the field, they got to lock back in because obviously this game is still close.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
That's reeled in at Sheffield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Aztecs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
139 Albatross. 139
They'll give it to Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
776 Captain. 7, ready.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The run inside. It's Sutton. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route.
Magic. Bridge.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And as they say, it's a brand-new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the counter. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes the grab. It's Sutton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
214 close. 214 close.
Running inside. It's Sutton. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. They feed him again. Finds a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Sutton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 180 race car. 180 race car. Down. Ready. Kill.
Quarterback may change this route.
674.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before.
And he's still running after the move. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, San Diego State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the catch. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
On the delay, it's Sutton. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The run inside. It's Jones. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. We'll get it started here in overtime. Hand off to Jones. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll run the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Stay high, stay high.
Run in the red zone. It's Washington. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
949, rock star. 949, rock star.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free.